Hello and welcome to Top Hat Chat live with me, Street, Orb, and our special guest for this evening. We have the Evil Yeti back once again to play some games with us on Twitch, and also join us to cover this episode. On this episode of Top Hat Chat, we are going to be talking about E3, everything that's happened, kind of a best and worst moments, but in a Game Awards style. We're doing the E3 Awards Top Hat Chat version, I suppose. Going through all the bits that we like and all the bits that we didn't like. So yeah, I suppose we can crack on with this. Has everyone been keeping up with E3 kind of ish?
Ish. I've seen some of the stuff, pretty much most of the stuff that's come out. I'm not proper in depth on it. It's just too much information to glean in a working week.
Yeah, for any normal person it would be. Unfortunately, I've spent the last week staring at a screen, watching everything, and it's been honestly one of the most miserable experiences of my life.
Yeah, it sounded it.
Yeah, but we're covering it, so we should really do something. Okay, so we're going to go first with the best game. This is annoying, all my stuff fell down. So the best game of E3 2019. So read out some of the contenders for this title. Sure. So we have Gears 5.
Mm-hmm. That's huge news for a lot of people. Obviously, your Xbox fans are going to go absolutely apeshit for Gears and Halo, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
I've never, ever been big into Gears of War. And I don't know why.
The movement system's a bit strange. It's not.
I like the cover system. It's cool.
But sort of.
I just never got into it. And there was a heap load of Marcus Phoenix memes and stuff that all come out about the game, really early on memes, and it's just they completely flew over most of my head. The only thing I can remember from Gears is there's that really sad scene where the dude finds his wife in a underground thing, and it's really sad, and he has to kill her. Yeah. And I was like, that's sad. That's my Gears of War experience.
Lovely. The other game is Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah, man. It's going to be cool. I'm really looking forward to it.
It's looking better and better every time I see it.
Yeah, it is.
You didn't like Final Fantasy 15 though, so I don't think you're going to like it.
I refuse to play it.
It's a good game.
I refuse to play
15. I really did enjoy it. Did you enjoy it, Eddie?
I didn't play it at all, to be honest. I've just watched a bit of it. I watched Garrett play a bit. I watched some streams of it and stuff. I know what it looks like and plays like. It just, again, it didn't really seem to be my thing. It was the theme, not the gameplay. It was more just the whole cosmetics.
We're a boy band and we
I like my fantasy shit. That's what I'm looking for. So.
Yeah. Another good shout for best game so far has been Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah, it looked interesting. I mean, you can body slam ghosts with a Hoover now.
Well, they've added a lot of mechanics and stuff.
Which they had to, because the first one was very simple.
Bare bones.
And that is kind of Nintendo's bread and butter, is bringing a lot of games back to that simplicity of, 3 or 4 main mechanics and you concentrate on that for a game. But it is always interesting to see them push the envelope a bit and go a bit further with some of their more basic titles.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're all 3 interesting games. Another game that I think is worth throwing out here for this is going to be the Avengers.
Look, I'm excited. I'm an Avengers nerd. I like it. I mean, I'm not as nerdy as some people. Yeah. It used to be a bit of a thing that you had to hide away that you enjoyed it. It's very much in nowadays. Yeah. So it's a good thing to be able to say that I really enjoy the Avengers. So I'm excited to play an Avengers game. Me, probably not so much. I don't like the fact that none of the characters are what I know, and they're not the same design.
That's what I should, that's what I play the game for. That's what I want to play the game for, and the fact that none of the voice acting's right and stuff like this. It's a big budget game. They could have sprung for a little bit more just to.
Yeah, but then do you get 1 or 2? And then replace the rest, or do you just change it completely? Yeah. I would rather they changed it completely than just having say, oh look, that's Robert Downey Jr. doing Tony Stark, but everyone else is like some jip-off version.
It's a fair point.
I'd rather and if you're going to do that,
it's going to be hard.
You should reimagine the visuals. Yeah. Because they're not the same character. Well, they are the same character, but they're not the same portrayal.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
So, the exciting moment. And the winner for best game of E3 2019 is Cyberpunk 2077, because that game looked incredible.
Yeah, Cyberpunk looks amazing.
Yeah, very, very story focused, really interesting story as well. yeah, it just, the graphically looked amazing.
Yeah, it really does. It's right up my street.
Yeah.
I mean, CD Projekt Red are a fantastic studio. Witcher 3 is
Of course,
fantastic. I mean, like the work that they put in on Witcher 3 with all their DLC and everything as well makes me really excited for the potential that Cyberpunk has and the sheer scope of what the gaming actually is in a series like The Witcher, like the amount of mechanics and the amount of approaches and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about how much of The Witcher 3 have you ever.
Surprisingly not enough, considering it on paper it's my perfect game, and I will
It really
get
is.
back to it. I've put probably 20-30 hours into it. I don't know why I stopped. But yeah, I mean, it is a game that a lot of people are excited about. Me myself, 100% getting it, man. It's something where it doesn't seem like they're gonna have the most giant map ever.
No.
But this city's sort of built upwards with a lot of detail. A lot of detail.
Which
I
is-
think you'll be exploring and just
That's
getting lost in this city.
I mean, but I love that
hours and hours and hours.
cyberpunk like aesthetic. I mean,
Yeah.
Blade Runner and things like that
Yeah.
are some of my absolute favourite things. And to be able to have a game that looks as good as what it does in the films, and
Sure.
and hopefully will play. And you've got such a good developer behind it. It
Yes.
can't play bad.
Yeah.
It
It-
really-
it
surely
won't.
it can't play bad.
won't.
And if it doesn't play bad and it looks as good as it looks, it could very well be in that top echelon of top 3 pound for pound best games of all time. Potentially. Obviously, it's really early days. We haven't played it yet.
Yeah, the thing is, there's a lot that could go wrong with it as well. But
I've just got faith in
Yeah.
them. I have
Yeah.
faith in them.
Yeah.
I really do.
okay, so next category. We obviously couldn't do best game without doing worst game of E3 2019. So, in the category of worst game of E3 2019, we have FIFA 20 Legacy Edition.
That looks god awful. Have you heard about it?
Not really.
Right. So last year they built an engine specifically for the FIFA 19 release on Nintendo Switch, and which was pretty good, right? But what they've done is that instead of they usually update the engine and the graphics and everything, what they've essentially done is FIFA 20 Legacy Edition is the same engine as FIFA 19, and they've just reskinned pretty much all the asset, like updated the visual. That is literally it.
Yeah.
That. That's
Update
all it
teams.
is. Yeah, it's an update. It's an update.
Yeah,
and they're
it's
charging a
awful.
full FIFA release for
Yeah.
it.
Second is Gears Pop.
That is. Did you see this?
I sort of saw a bit of it online. People sort of
Did it make you miserable when you
making
just
fun of
went
it.
away?
Yeah.
What was I watching?
I know,
Like,
I
what
know.
is that?
And the fact that they put out a lot of information about that, but almost no gameplay of Gears 5.
Yeah. Like, Jesus
Seriously.
Christ.
Awful. Yeah, terrible. Worst game is also The Avengers, for reasons I've already discussed.
Alright.
It's definitely still in there though. And Bleeding Edge, which also looks
I didn't see this one. What is Bleeding Edge?
awful.
Just awful.
It's just awful.
I don't know
It
anything
just
about
looks like the sort of game that I am never ever going to touch, ever. Honestly, you have to check it out. It's
Okay. That's a pretty damning indictment.
It is. I will not buy that game. I wouldn't play that game for free.
Jeez.
Yeah. Seriously. So, the winner of Worst Game of E3 2019 is... Commander Keen.
Yeah.
Commander
Commander
Keen
Keen.
has got a new game. Commander Keen is a very old game that came out a long time ago that a lot of really old school gamers are likely to be interested in, other than the fact that they would have seen it. They would have seen the new game and gone, no.
I
It's
have
a
no
stupid
idea.
mobile game that doesn't look in the slightest way exciting. The visuals are god awful.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like maybe just almost like a Doki Doki Mario situation where they've got a game, want to get a name behind it, and have just kind of gone, meh, that'll do.
Yeah.
It looks terrible. It really does look terrible.
Yeah.
And like no one was clamouring for a new Commander King.
Yeah. Nobody wanted it. Who was asking for this?
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. It's a bit like when they said they were going to bring out. Oh, when they said that? Is it the turbo? Are they doing a PC engine as well? Like the PC Engine Classic? Is that news that we were going to talk about?
That isn't news that we're going to talk about.
Did you not see that?
No.
So I'm pretty sure I read that they were going to do the PC Engine Classic and the TurboGrafx Classic.
Oh, TurboGrafx Classic, yeah. Meh.
Like, was there a big demand for that?
There's not a big demand, but
I mean, it's kind of cool.
If one comes out, I'll pay 95 quid for it.
Of course you will. You'll buy it 3 times.
Yeah, so Commander Keen, not so keen on that one. Terrible pun, I apologise.
Can I just quickly just something? Like Top Hat Game Man is in the chat.
Okay,
he's mixing it about. He said he's just finishing editing an Apple Martin video.
Awesome.
Is that true?
I'm glad that's happening.
Do you have footage of the Apple Martin?
I really hope so.
I want to know.
Right, so next category is the best cameo.
Yeah, and I can think of a few. Who are you going for?
Yeah, we have AJ Styles, who made a cameo
alongside Tyler Breeze and Xavier Woods.
Yeah, that's true. We did have those two people as well. So,
all of the New Day were there.
Yeah.
And Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega was floating about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I've specifically gone with AJ for this one because he's the last one I would have thought would have been there.
He's a proper gamer.
I know, but he doesn't seem to advertise it as much as everybody else.
Oh no.
So it's quite nice that he was there. So that was definitely up there for best cameo. We also have Keanu Reeves.
I was going to say, yeah, the internet has exploded with Keanu right now.
Yeah, I mean,
He's doing
he is
everything right.
breathtaking.
Yeah, he is.
You're all breathtaking.
I've got to finish this up now, they're telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Keanu Reeves is definitely there for best cameo.
That was cool.
Really took me by surprise. And we also have Bowser in the Nintendo Direct did a cameo where they were trying to introduce... Is it Doug Bowser? I want to say Doug Bowser.
It's Doug Bowser.
Yeah, they wanted to introduce Doug Bowser, and they were going along the lines of, this is the wrong Bowser.
I literally can't believe they managed to find someone called Doug Bowser.
I know.
And appoint him to Reggie Fils-Aime's position.
Yeah, but it wasn't great. Anyway, so the winner of Best Cameo at E3 2019 is... Forrest Whitaker, who was there, kind of.
I missed it. Where was he?
He just popped up in a little bit. I just remember watching E3, watching the Xbox E3, and just before Cyberpunk popped up, like directly before that, I just suddenly saw Forrest Whitaker. So he's definitely.
I think I've just remembered what game it is. It's the new Star Wars game because it's set.
Oh.
He's the character in Rogue One, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's that. That's what
That does
is.
look good.
So he flew under the radar. Because everyone was like, because literally I was mid-tweet going, why is no reason Forrest Whitaker there? And then Keanu Reeves popped up before I had a chance to do it, and I was like, delete.
Did you turn into a Russian spy while you were texting it? Why no reason Forrest Whitaker there?
Exactly, that's exactly what I did. And it was just hilarious. I was like, no, trying to get rid of it. Forrest Whitaker.
Game. It's the Star Wars game.
Yeah, so Forrest Whitaker was definitely there, and it was lovely to see him. He looked pleased to be there.
I love.
So he was our winner of Best Cameo. Right, next we have the biggest surprise of E3 2019. Okay, so up for this one we have the Animal Crossing release date being pushed back to 2020. That was a surprise.
But a welcome one, to be sure.
Yeah, that was a surprise, but a welcome one. Animal Crossing's been pushed back to March of 2020. Didn't really see that coming. I just assumed they'd release it for later on this year. It seems like a 2019 kind of game, and they've pushed it back. So that was a surprise. Also, we have Atari Star Wars, sorry. So the Atari Star Wars and also the Turtles games are going to be making an appearance in arcade 1-up systems.
So you'll be getting that, I presume?
No, I won't. But it is really interesting.
Why?
Because the Star Wars games actually have the original controller from the Atari cabinets. It looks really, really nice. So that was a huge surprise. Didn't see that coming, especially because of the licensing issues that go along with franchises like the Turtles and Star Wars. I mean, that's big.
Well, Nickelodeon own Turtles.
Yeah, they do. So they've obviously given that away.
The big evil Nazi sympathising Disney Corporation own Star Wars. Yeah. Wholesome Star Wars.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's a big thing. And they do look cool. Also, Turtles it comes with Turtles, the arcade, and Turtles in Time. And it's a 4-player.
That's really cool.
I'd actually kind of want to get that.
Yeah.
If they did a Simpsons, the Simpsons one,
yeah,
back on that, which I know is just essentially a reskin of the Turtles in Time game, God damn, I'd be all over that like
Yeah.
a dog on hot chips.
Doing a new Battletoads as well.
Yeah,
That looks weird. Why? Who's clamouring for Battletoads?
Yeah, it's not one that I'm really super hyped about, but I'll probably play it. Why not? The other things in this category are Breath of the Wild 2.
Did you see that?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, obviously, it's fucking huge, man. People
Yeah.
absolutely adore Breath of the Wild ones.
Yeah, but it just seems strange to me.
Direct sequel, numbered sequel.
Well, I don't think they've confirmed it's been numbered. They basically put out a little thing basically saying
sequel
they are
to-
working on a sequel to Breath of the Wild 2, so they haven't called it Breath of the Wild 2.
But it'd be Breath of the Wild, the adventures of...
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on about this as well because they're not sure the way the trailer plays out. It looks like a reincarnated Ganon potentially, and they're not sure about whether there's going to be people are talking about 2-player because Zelda's heavily featured in the trailer. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff going on. It's probably all going to be crap, but
Yeah, we don't know much about it.
no.
at this
But the
stage.
fact they're working on it was a huge surprise.
Yeah.
And lastly, we have the Xbox Elite Controller version 2.0. So yeah, they started talking about that.
How many of them are you
I'm
going to buy?
going to say,
Yeah.
dude, I'm starting saving as of now, and do I need it? No.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big surprise because nobody would have seen that coming. They're releasing a next gen Xbox next year, confirmed, and they're like, we're also releasing an Elite controller for the current gen that you can go out and spend a lot of your hard-earned money for. They haven't released a price point, I don't think, but I mean, the original one was like £120.
They obviously know people they're going to sell enough for it to be.
Yeah,
you know,
unless
viable.
that's going to be what it's going to be. That's going to be the
Controller
next gen
comes with the
Elite
console.
controller potentially.
Yeah,
So they know that it will just move on.
yeah.
I mean, maybe they know things that we don't. They probably do. So yeah, the winner of this category is Panzer Dragoon Remake. Because that was a huge surprise.
I would have suggested something else.
What?
It was a surprise.
Oh.
Like Panzer Dragoon. Again, who is asking for the new Panzer Dragoon? Like, when was the last one?
A long time ago.
Yeah, like a long...
Saturn. I think.
yeah, like a significant period of time.
Yeah.
But, like, who saw a remake of Age of Empires 2?
Yeah, I was
Not
going to
so
say,
as
that's
well.
one of the things
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited about.
But that's not what won. Panzer Dragoon won.
I know Panzer Dragoon one. But I honestly, even when we thought about it, I completely forgot that they had even announced it. But it's so bizarre.
Yeah.
Like, both of them, these choices, like, both Age of Empires and Panzer Dragoon, it's just so, like, there are people that love them, but who was clamouring for the remake or the reboot?
Right, I'll take that away then and say it was a draw. I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's
Draw.
fair.
Okay, so the winner was both Panzer Dragoon Remake and Age of Empires 2 Remaster.
Apparently, someone just said in the chat they're remaking the original Command & Conquer 2.
That'd be cool.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
I'm into that. In fact, yeah, who's clamouring for it? I am. I didn't know I wanted it until I saw it. Give me it now.
Yep. Most disappointing moment is another big category for this. So, most disappointing moment, we have Animal Crossing release date, again, being moved to March 2020. That's disappointed a lot of people. We also have Sam Fisher's appearance in a mobile game. I want a new Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
Do something about it. There's no reason to put Sam Fisher in anything but another Splinter Cell game.
Here's the thing with the sort of reinvigoration of games like Hitman.
Yeah.
I don't think seeing something like a new Splinter Cell is out of the realms of possibility now.
It needs to happen.
Yeah.
It needs to happen. And also the Uplay service.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. And I've got a reason
Another
why.
subscription service.
This is the problem, right? Everyone's like, this whole thing is, everyone's like, oh, it's actually really cheap. It's only like X amount of pounds a month.
And this is really
that's
true.
amazing. And it is
individually.
true. Yeah. But once you start buying Xbox Gold, Xbox Game Pass, which I know you can get now combined, but then you get Uplay.
Even if you look at that, if you look at the Ultimate service, it's still $15.
Yeah, right. So
£15.
right.
Something like that.
So and then you got EA. You have Uplay. You're gonna have you already subscribe to things like Netflix, maybe WWE Network,
Stadia,
Crunchyroll, the Google Stadia if you're going to get it.
Yeah.
All of these things.
Look at your PlayStation service.
That's
as well.
a lot of money that you're pumping out monthly now on that when you wouldn't have done it before.
Yeah, you're going to end up spending more money on subscription services than you would have done on games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that's what it's turned into. It's just every company has its own thing.
How do you feel about it?
It's obviously they know more than we do. This is the way that it's moving, and this is the way that it works. They're doing it for a reason. They're not doing it to lose money. They're doing it because it makes sense. People obviously think, oh fuck it, it's only $7.99 a month or whatever, and you just leave it rolling.
Yeah.
But these $7.99s, they add up if you've got 5, 6, 7, 8 of them stacked.
Yeah.
But people are going to subscribe to them for sure. You do get a big library of games.
Yeah, it's true. So the winner of this category is Banjo in Smash. We need a Banjo game, not a character in Smash.
Yeah, and people went mad for this.
Yeah.
Like, they loved it.
I mean,
like, what?
Nuts and Bolts came out and I was so excited. And I was like, a new Banjo game. And I got it and started playing it and it was not good.
Well, why don't you go and play ukulele then?
Ukulele's okay, I played it, it's alright.
There you go.
But it's not the same, it's not as good. We need a new Banjo game. Banjo in Smash was a massive disappointment because I remember sitting and watching the Nintendo Direct as it was happening and I was like, Banjo-kazooie. It's going to be a Banjo game on the Switch. And then all of a sudden it was in Smash and I was like, this is horrible news.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. There's sort of like a kick for these retro games again, all of a sudden. Yeah. And that's got a huge name, so I don't know.
It's just
people would be interested in
They need to go for it. They need to make a new Banjo game. They need to get the original guys on it as well.
I think Banjo hasn't aged terribly well.
It hasn't. And that's why you can't go back and play it. You need a new one.
Yeah. But if they try and stay too much to the core ridge, I think it might just be another bit of a botched mess because it hasn't aged well. It's not that great to play nowadays. People will probably be slating me for saying that.
It's true. It doesn't play very well.
Yeah.
I played it recently.
It suffers a bit from GoldenEye syndrome.
I was going to say, it's the N64 just in general, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Let's face
it,
N64.
if you put that
even on the rare replays, like I played it recently on rare replay.
Right, that's a good point actually.
And honestly, it doesn't hold up.
Interesting.
It's not what I remember. It's not my Banjo.
No.
So we've got through the big five.
Mm-hmm.
So we have some honourable mentions. So honourable mentions are going to go to, in different categories. We have the best crowd. Mm-hmm. So the best crowd, in my opinion, was definitely the crowd at Xbox.
Whoever shouted out, "You're breathtaking."
Oh yeah, he was pretty cool. Individual, maybe.
That guy.
That
one dude.
But Xbox was particularly rowdy
because the thing is they weren't. They were quite quiet, and it was a real reaction.
Well, it's like, oh my god, you're focusing on games again.
Yeah, it was like, okay, people like. But I saw people slating it online, saying, well, nobody seemed to care. It's like, no, it's a real reaction. If you're watching something, you don't jump around and knock over chairs.
Oh, people cared now, for sure.
People cared, but they didn't start screaming this game, which brings me on to the next section.
I have it bring in an honourable mention?
Yes.
Can I do that?
Yes.
Am I allowed to do that in this show?
Yes.
Forza Lego.
Forza Lego.
What the F are they thinking?
It's not for me.
Forza Lego. Like, wow. What a swing and a miss that is going to... Like, who is that aimed at? Who's that aimed at? People who build Subarus out of Lego.
Yeah.
How many people is that?
6.
You know what I mean?
They've got 6 guaranteed sales.
Like,
and they'll give 3 of them those for promos. Like,
Jeez, but that's my honourable mention, man. Good God.
Yeah, so best crowd went to the Xbox crowd because they had a real reaction. They just sat there and listened and absorbed the information. And then quietly discussed it in their little groups. I like that. The worst crowd, in my opinion, was definitely the Bethesda crowd. Anybody watch the Bethesda conference?
Actually,
They screamed at everything.
Of course they did. It's Bethesda
absolutely everything. But it was
which I am one.
But it was disgusting. Honestly, I was watching this and I was thinking to myself, really? It was like there was a bunch of YouTubers reacting to Nintendo Directs in the Bethesda crowd, and they were just jumping over, knocking over chairs and screaming. I was like, are you kidding me?
Obviously, I didn't have a lot of time to watch it. Was there much released about New Elder Scrolls?
Nothing.
Not
Was
really.
There was no.
No, I thought I heard that. I just wanted to confirm they didn't really do anything.
No,
did
not enough
they?
for me to care.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're going to give me more stuff about Fallout 76 and ESO and things like that.
Well, that was the thing, they were talking about
Yeah.
76. This is somebody that, I think it was RGT85 specifically pointed out in one of his videos recently. He said that they came out and they said, we understand that we've dropped the ball on Fallout 76, and everyone went, yeah! And it was like, but we're working hard on trying to make Fallout 76 better, and everyone went, yeah! And it's like, you can't have both.
Which is it? Do you not like the game? Or
Yeah,
what?
and I was literally watching this RGT, and I was like, you hit the nail on the head there, so I'm repeating it, and also giving him a shout out. Another honourable mention is going to the most exciting announcement. Actually, no, we'll do this one first. We'll do cringiest moment, which I've already briefly spoken about, and that was the Doug Bowser introduction. I mean, seriously, they just missed the ball. Like, they did nothing. Like, it was awful, because they weren't even, like, looking at each other. They were trying to look at Bowser, and Bowser was just kind of like... and, like, I just completely no-sold it. I was like, oh, really?
It's
awful.
Yeah,
like, and that seemed to drag out for like 5 minutes. It probably didn't. But it seemed like the segment was about 5 minutes long, which is about 4 minutes longer than it needed to be. It was just awful. Absolutely awful. Cringiest moment by far goes to Doug
Nintendo's
Bowser.
comedy always slightly misses.
Yeah. Could be because it's maybe too Japanese. Do you reckon like all the Japanese people were sitting at home with like the reversed voiceovers, and they're watching it and they suddenly go, ah, and they're all like dying of laughter. Is that what's happening?
Possibly.
And also we have the most exciting announcement of E3 2019, and that is that Final Fantasy VIII is getting a remaster.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
It's pretty cool, actually.
I mean, I won't play it, but yeah.
The thing is, I probably will give it a go.
Gunblade, Leon Schoolheart, I'm emo, and I don't care about the world, but I care about you and my big Gunblade, because my name's Squall.
Yeah.
Squall Lionheart. It's like Lionheart, but it's a bit more, exotic than Lion.
Yeah,
like, good God.
Yeah, we're saying that, but the thing is that everybody had always said they'd lost the source code.
Yes, that was.
And that's why we didn't get Final Fantasy VIII on the Switch. That's why it wasn't available in loads and loads of places where it should have been available. So the whole idea of it was the source code's missing, so we're never going to get more Final Fantasy VIII. And then they're doing a remaster, so they've either found the source code or what? Like
they were lying.
Or they were lying, yeah.
They were lying.
Yeah. A Final Fantasy VIII remaster is happening, and Final Fantasy VIII remaster gets the award for most exciting announcement in our honourable mentions section. I think we've pretty much covered everything that we really wanted to talk about during this stream. So we are about to head over to twitch.tv/Top Hat Chat, where the Evil Yeti, this gentleman right here, is going to be going and doing a run of Resident Evil Director's Cut on the Xbox, and you've got this down.
Yeah, I got this down, man. Yeah, it's more Resi. It's my third time on the show, and it's another Resi game.
Yeah. So we're heading right over there now.
I think the next time that we bring you on, we should do a Resi game and you don't play it. Like, we should do Resi 4 and only me and Street play it, and you're just
you shout at the back of our heads constantly, just going, "You're doing it wrong." That would be fun. We'd like to thank you for watching this. If this is the first time you've ever seen one of our videos, please give us a subscribe. We do videos like this quite a lot. And also, we want to hear your opinions in the comment section. Throw your comments in there and let us know what you think your top call was for all of your categories. Who do you think should have won the awards? Because we will read them. We will. You can find us at all the usual places, our Twitter handles, as well as the Evil Yeti's Twitter, which is at the Evil Yeti.
Evil Yeti on everything.
Oh, is it just Evil Yeti?
Yeah.
Okay, so at Evil Yeti.
Yeah.
That's Instagram.
Yeah.
Mixer.
Twitch, Mixer.
You do have a Twitch as well. You can go and find them over there. You can talk to us over on. So that's absolutely brilliant. And we'll see you over on Twitch. Thank you for being here. Cheerio.